fans, and welcome to today's matchup between Merrimack Valley Hawks FC and the Brandy Chastain Cup champions Sporting CT. Now for the starting lineups, starting with the visiting Merrimack Valley Hawks. Wearing number 2, Riley Mitza. Number 3, Eliana Pereira. Number 4, Emanuele Ferreira. Number 5, Ava Capico. Number 7, Daniela Almeida. Number 8, Logan Nicholson. Number 9, Ashlyn Walsh. Number 12, Abby Itzenhandel. Number 15, Luca Marceau. Number 17, Sabrina Campbell. And number 20, Leah Moriere. The substitutes, number 10, Martha Lord. Number 11, Soraya Ross. Number 14, Alina St. George. And number 18, Kiera Fitzpatrick. And now for your Sporting CT starting lineup. Number 0, Caitlin Daly. Number 6, Christina Stone. Number 8, Tiffany Weimer. Number 14, Lily McFadden. Number 20, Lainey Smith. Number 21, Kylie Carlos. Number 46, Taya Gambardella. Number 67, Giovanna Dionisio. Number 77, Aubrey Culpa. Number 88, Grace Simpson. And number 90, Alex Chang. The substitutes for Sporting CT, number 00, Abby McCarthy. Number 1, Callie Dean Kraft. Number 2, Julia Sally. Number 3, Greta Brunello. Number 10, Tori Sousa. Number 13, Abby Solomon. Number 33, Gabby Torado. Number 37, Stella Liebler. And number 81, Brenna Brown. Fans, at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining us for this WPSL Northeastern Conference matchup between the Merrimack Valley FC, or Hawks FC, and Sporting CT. Sporting CT, the WPSL defending national champions, taking on the one team in the country that was able to take them down last season. Let's get you today's starting lineups for this WPSL match. Starting with the Merrimack Valley Hawks FC. Number 2, Riley Mitza. Number 3, Eliana Pereira. Number 4, Emanuele Ferreira. And number 5, Ava Copico. Wearing number 8 is Logan Nicholson. And number 9 is Ashlyn Walsh. Number 12 is Abby Itzenhandel, and she's in goal. Number 15 is Luca Marceau. Number 17 is Sabrina Campbell. And number 20 is Leah Moriere. So again, that's the starting lineup for the Merrimack Valley Hawks. And now for Sporting CT's starting lineup. Number 0, Caitlin Daly is in goal. Number 6, Christina Stone, starts in the midfield. The player coach is number 8. That's Tiffany Weimer. And number 14 is Lily McFadden. She'll play up front. Lainey Smith wears number 20, also plays up front alongside number 21, Kylie Carlos, a defender. Number 46 is Taya Gambardella, the defender out of Guilford, Connecticut. And number 67 is Giovanni Dionisio, the Yale grad. Number 77 is Aubrey Culpa. She's up front as a forward. Number 88 is Grace Simpson, playing in the midfield. And rounding out the starting lineup for Sporting CT is number 90, Alex Chang, the defender out of Frisco, Texas. So Sporting CT in those black uniforms. They will start with the ball in this match and attack left to right. On the other side, in those bright blue uniforms. On the right, they'll attack right to left. Those are the Merrimack Valley Hawks. Merrimack Valley led by head coach Rebecca Brook and assistant Andre Ferreira. And Sporting CT is led by Matt Cameron. And Tiffany Weimer is the player coach on the field. And we are about ready to get going as the Merrimack Valley Hawks break their huddle and come to the midfield line. It is a warm Saturday afternoon for soccer here in Middletown, Connecticut at the CCR complex. 83 degrees and sunny at kickoff. And off we go in Middletown. Sporting CT starting with the ball. Here's Tiffany Weimer. All-national team in 2025 for this squad that won the national championship in the WPSL. The Merrimack Valley Hawks retain the ball. Now on the right side, they push. That was Sabrina Campbell who sent the through ball down. Ball relayed back to Caitlin Daly, goalkeeper for Sporting CT. Split time with Malone last season. She hooves it forward. Just graduated from the University of New Haven, did Caitlin Daly. Will play her grad year at Providence. A throw for Sporting CT. It's long. Now into the midfield. Leah Moriere gets a touch. Back on her chest. Sporting CT pressing as they love to do. The ball is out. Looks like it was off the foot of Sabrina Campbell, who just finished her junior season at Temple. Throw broken up. Here's Dionisio on the ball. Giovanna Dionisio, out of West Hartford, Connecticut. Plays for the Dominican Republic women's national team. Brings a lot of quality to this Sporting CT squad. The Yale graduate. Cross sent in and into the back of the net. Was it a pass? Was it a shot? Won't matter either way. It's 1-0 as Sporting CT takes an early lead. That was number 14, Lily McFadden, the forward out of Madison, Connecticut. Her first goal of the season for Sporting CT. She scored 2 with Elon last fall. And the home team is off to a 1-0 lead. And you would expect Sporting CT to be riding high. Now, recently were crowned champions of the Brandy Chastain Cup. And that's after they won the WPSL National Championship just last season. Playing the one team today that defeated them last year. They were 9-1 in Northeastern Conference play, with the one loss coming to the Merrimack Valley Hawks. And now out to a 1-0 lead. They press as Merrimack Valley sends it deep. In pursuit is Luca Marceau, but gathered by Caitlin Daly. So Merrimack Valley experimenting with different ways to crack the code of this Sporting CT press. Here's Leah Morier. Plays left side. Caught between the feet of Ferreira. Sent backward by Alina St. George. Rising junior at Stonehill. Controlled comfortably by Lainey Smith. Played forward and then headed out of play by Merrimack Valley. Now it'll be a throw for Dionisio. Pitched back by Merrimack Valley, and long cross played, but nobody home. Nice idea from Kylie Carlos. Was on the All-National team last season for WPSL. All-Conference Defensive Player of the Year. Fulcrum of this defense for head coach Matt Cameron. Here comes Aubrey Culpa. Back heel flick, nice pass. Control near the edge of the box. Weimer touches forward. 1-2 action. Weimer on her right foot. Back to her left, spins around. And Itzenhandel passes this test. It was a difficult start for Abby Itzenhandel, giving up the goal on what looked like a cross that was played toward the front of the net. And ended up in the side of it. Now down 1-0. Ball loose on the near side. McFadden can't quite win the race. Instead, it's Ferreira. Left back for Merrimack Valley. Sporting CT relentless on the counter press. Touchdown by Aubrey Culpa. Space now for Marceau. Long ball played by Ferreira. All the way back to the keeper, Caitlin Daly, and she plays out to the right. Carlos to Dionisio. Giovanna Dionisio. All conference last season. Played at Yale University and then played a graduate season at UConn. Scored in the season opener this year against Vail SC. Sporting CT, this is their 5th match of the season in WPSL play, not counting the Brandy Chastain Cup. This ball played back. Dangerous here for Sporting CT, but Caitlin Daly cleans up the mess. A brave pursuit by Daly prevents what would have been a one-on-one opportunity for Merrimack Valley. Daly had more than 10 saves in 5 games last season for the University of New Haven. The Chargers made that jump from Division III to Division I. She helped guide that transition. And surely the experience at this level in the previous season helped. And now she'll spend next year as a grad transfer at Providence, continuing at the Division I level. Out of play off Merrimack Valley. It'll be Taya Gombardella's throw. Defender out of Guilford, Connecticut. Plays her college soccer at Villanova. Finished up her first season. It's another throw. Gombardella walked into that Big East squad, made an impact. Weimer gives that one a try, but it's deflected. Ferreira got her back to it. Now on her front foot. Manuele Ferreira, nice control. Keeps it off the sideline. And here's Merrimack Valley on the counter. Here's Campbell. Merrimack Valley down 1-0 off an early goal from Lily McFadden. And out for a goal kick. That attack ends without much threat. And it'll be a kick for Daly. The Merrimack Valley Hawks come in at 2-1 on the season, total of 6 points. This is their fourth match. Weimer touches back. Uses the outside of her foot to carve that one forward. Now Grace Simpson on the ball. Culpa, one-touch pass. It's in Handel controls. Challenge on the far side. Draws the attention of the referee. It's a free kick for Merrimack Valley. The Hawks in their third season in the WPSL. Play their home games at Rivier University at Joanne Merrill Field. Lost their season opener to the Rhode Island Rogues and have won the next 2 games since. One of those against the Rhode Island Rogues. Rhode Island also the only team to defeat Sporting CT this season. Culpa tied up, draws a whistle. And Sporting CT will push ahead on this free kick. Played long toward the edge of the box. It's in Handel, comes out to get it. Many of these players getting extra run from their collegiate seasons. For Abby Itzenhandel, she coaches during the collegiate season at Gordon College. Another cross, this time it's the top of the netting. Saw Lily McFadden score on a similar look in the opening minutes of this match. That's what has Sporting CT up 1-0. And gave the net another scare right there. But for Itzenhandel, she's such an asset to Merrimack Valley to have a coach leading your back line. Not officially listed as a coach on this team in the same way that Tiffany Weimer is for Sporting CT. Both these squads in the WPSL mixing youth and experience. Both can serve as an incubator for these players at the collegiate level, potentially turning professional at some point. Tiki-taka action, edge of the box, turned away by Merrimack Valley. Tiffany Weimer wearing number 8 for Sporting CT in those black uniforms. A lot of times you'll see the attack for Sporting CT orbit around her presence. You'll see her working for it as the number 10. She was the Offensive Player of the Year in this conference last season. Scored 12 goals in the regular season and 3 in the playoffs. And has scored this season as well. Formerly played in the WPS, Gold Pride and the Breakers. And the NWSL for Portland, Washington, FCKC, and returned to the Breakers. First corner of the match, Sporting CT. Lobbed up into the air toward the front of the net and cleared off the goal line. More trouble on the touchline for Merrimack Valley. They keep this score at 1-0. Sporting CT will reset their attack. Rearranging the formation, Kylie Carlos plays through. Out to the right side. Weimer, cross, back post, nobody home. You can see the idea from the player coach, Tiffany Weimer. Lobbing that toward the back post. The run just wasn't there from her teammates. And the Hawks play it short. You're in minute number 14. Calls for a handball from Sporting CT. They don't receive it. Out of play now for a throw. Well, as we approach the 15-minute mark, third of the way through half number 1, Merrimack Valley have spent much of this first half on their back foot. And now it's Sporting CT on their front foot. T. First came very close to scoring a goal. It's taken quickly toward the back post. Header lobbed up in the air. Helped back toward the far side. And a foul given on Sporting CT. The danger cleared for the visitors, and they'll attack right to left. As they work through this pressure. Played forward by Daniela Almeida. Looking for space up the right side, but it's back to the keeper, Caitlin Daly. Daly out of Norwich, Connecticut, making her 4th start of the season for Sporting CT. Culpa on the holdup. Plays it left, wanted a whistle, but it's out of play. And a throw for Sporting CT. Sent short to Culpa. Culpa, cross, turned away. Weimer there on the counter pressure. Deflects it into the bushes. Out of play for a Sporting CT throw. Well, this is a Sporting CT team fresh off winning the Brandy Chastain Cup. That involved defeating the California Storm, to whom they were tied 2-2 after extra time. They won the penalty kick shootout 3-2. They were invited to the Brandy Chastain Cup, something that Team USA was initiating, bringing together amateur and semi-pro teams from across the country to showcase some talent. And Sporting CT certainly put it on display. Another cup in the trophy cabinet. It was Gabby Tirado scored both goals in that match for Sporting CT. Starts on the bench today as a substitute. Played long through the midfield. Here's Marceau. Attack not to be. Carlos plays long. Weimer, edge of the box, plays to her left foot. Weimer, through ball. Gathered by Itzen Handel. Tiffany Weimer, so dynamic. Roaming through the middle of the pitch, that time attacking down the right side and cutting back centrally. Back toward Daly. Pressure here for Merrimack Valley. Can they find space? Instead, they foul. It looks like a penalty may have been given. The referee points to the spot. Looked like a collision inside the box. And I wonder if Sporting CT might have had a hand on that ball. This is a match that Sporting CT has so far dominated. This could be a golden opportunity for Merrimack Valley to find themselves right back in it from the penalty spot. There was Alex Chang implicated. The defender out of Frisco, Texas. And as the referees conference, we'll see how harsh the punishment is on Sporting CT. It was Chang who was pressured and then took a tumble. As our referee offers an explanation to Alex Chang. And it will be a penalty. A golden opportunity for Logan Nicholson. Caitlin Daly, the goalkeeper, on the line for Sporting CT. Merrimack Valley looks to level. Nicholson with 6 goals on the season. From the spot, it's in. Merrimack Valley equalizes at 1 on the penalty kick. Well, in a match that has felt so controlled by Sporting CT, one error results in a Merrimack Valley goal. And it's Logan Nicholson scoring her 7th of the season in her 8th start. She had 6 last year. I apologize, she had 6 last year. That'll be her 1st of the season. She scored in this matchup last season, also on a penalty kick. Merrimack Valley, perhaps with some added life. Ferreira down the left side. Goes to work on Dionisio. Cross played in and battered away. Headed back toward the edge of the box. It's Walsh in pursuit. Hooved back toward the keeper, Daly. Headed out of play. It'll be a Sporting CT throw. So now how do the hosts respond? Came out the gate with a goal within the first 5 minutes of this match. Now they give up a goal on the penalty kick in the 20th. Weimer to Dionisio. Space between the lines. Back heel flick, creative here from Sporting CT. Pressure comes in from Merrimack Valley without a whistle. Here's Nicholson, fresh off her first goal of the season. And batted out of play. Gambardella stymied the attack. Walsh. Merrimack Valley looking much better connected. Here's Marceau. Contact, loose ball, cleared. What an outstanding play by the Sporting CT defense. It was Caitlin Daly drawn out of the net. Emanuele Ferreira seemingly in open space. And there's a player down inside the 6-yard box. Such a chaotic sequence. Daly coming out. Defenders for Sporting CT rushing back. Ferreira finding open space. And this is the last thing you want to see at the end of it. Both teams will return to their sideline as the trainer comes out on the field. And the trainer continues to attend to Kylie Carlos. Down inside the 6-yard box. Carlos, the defender out of Cheshire, Connecticut. All-national team last season in the WPSL. And she returns to her feet. Kylie Carlos now walking off the field under her own power. And we'll see what change Sporting CT will make here. Carlos, such an important part of this defense for the hosts. All-national team, all-conference defensive player of the year last year in this Northeast Conference. Both teams now with a chance to get some water. Really good to see Carlos back on her feet, headed toward the sideline. Well, Sporting CT, who got out to an early lead. It was a goal in just the 3rd minute by Lily McFadden, her first goal of the season. Looked like she was crossing from the left side across the front of the net, and the ball ended up in the side netting past the goalkeeper Abby Itzenhandel. Then it was a penalty awarded to Merrimack Valley as the Hawks tucked it into the left side of the net. That was Logan Nicholson. Finished up her grad year at New Mexico. She scored 6 goals in the WPSL last season, including 1 on a penalty kick against Sporting CT. And adds a penalty kick here today to equalize. So we'll see who the replacement is for Sporting CT. They're rolling substitutions, so it's possible we haven't seen the last of Kylie Carlos here this afternoon. You would hope that she is able to return to this match. Both coaches talking things over with their squads, about ready to resume. That's Rebecca Brook for the Merrimack Valley Hawks and Matt Cameron for Sporting CT. So we do have a replacement on the field. It's Greta Brunello, defender out of Carasolo, Italy. Graduate of Southern Connecticut State University in New Haven. And Brunello will slot in to replace Kylie Carlos, who just exited this match with an injury. Did see her return to her feet and walk off under her own power. And the ball is dropped in to Caitlin Daly. And we resume play here at the CCR complex. Bit of an awkward kick off the side of the foot for Daly, but Sporting CT still on the other end of it. McFadden on the ball, flips it back. Culpa spins around, but it's controlled there by Pereira. Nicholson through traffic. Hooves it deep, but the speedy Ferreira can't catch up. Ferreira quite technical, quick on her feet. Couldn't get to that long ball. Grace Simpson on the ball here in the midfield out of Norwalk, Connecticut. Also plays for the University of New Haven. Out of play for a Sporting CT throw. That's a Merrimack throw, I should say. As the Hawks spin around. That was Morier. Ferreira tosses back in. Morier battling. Ferreira scoops it. Clever cross. Nobody on the other end after it was played through by Ashlyn Walsh. The opening parts of this match were played almost exclusively in the Hawks' own end. They've done a much better job putting Sporting CT on the back foot. Here's Culpa in open space. One-on-one. And it's 2-1. Aubrey Culpa puts Sporting CT back in front. Her third goal of the season. Coming off an 8-goal campaign last fall as a sophomore at Penn State. Chased down the long ball from Weimer and just tucked it into the back of the net. And just as it seemed like the Merrimack Valley Hawks had acquired some momentum, it's Sporting CT who takes it right back. Nicholson. Cross. Dangerous for Sporting CT. It's out for a corner. Well done by Gambardella just to get that one off the touchline. And it'll be Emanuele Ferreira to take. Rising senior at Stony Brook. Back toward Nicholson, the goal scorer. Edge of the 18-yard box. Really expertly cleared away by Dionisio. And Nicholson is down. A whistle on the far side. Foul on Sporting CT. Looks like a free kick for the Hawks, unless that whistle was given to attend to Nicholson. So it'll be a free kick for Sporting CT, rather. Sporting CT up 2-1 here in the first half. The Kendra Halterman Outstanding Women's Amateur Team of the Year in 2025. Building on that 2025 campaign here in 2026. In their fourth season as an organization, founded back in 2022. Carved forward for McFadden. Lily McFadden chasing toward the corner. Also in pursuit is Riley Mitza. And out for a corner. It's Lainey Smith to take for Sporting CT out of North Haven, Connecticut. Gives to Weimer. And we'll do it again. Smith scored in the season opener for Sporting CT against Vale SC. Plays it short once again to Weimer. Toward the goal line. And controlled by Itzenhandel. Tiffany Weimer, always an important part of this Sporting CT attack, but she has had her fingerprints all over this 2-1 scoreline. There's Weimer. Left side. Kulpa. 3-1. Weimer to Kulpa once again. And Sporting CT making it look simple. Three to 1, the hosts lead. Aubrey Kulpa now with her 4th goal of the season for Sporting CT in just match number 5. Now scored in 3 of 5 matches. Here's Ferreira. Looks to respond for Merrimack Valley. Well defended by Brunello. Now roaming forward. Merrimack Valley. Just wide. It was forward all the way to Soraya Ross. Ross already with 2 goals on the season. Scored both on May 30th against Inter-CT. That was a 7-0 win for Merrimack Valley. 1-2 action. That's St. George on the scene. Back for Itzenhandel. So with that 7-0 win, Merrimack Valley have shown that they have the offensive firepower to come back from down 2 goals here. As Ross touches it out of play. So far, Merrimack Valley, a 1-2 loss to the Rhode Island Rogues in their season opener. That was a game in which they led 1-0 and then gave up 2 goals in the second half. Smith on the ball, in space. Carving cross toward Weimer. Space on the edge of the box. She's got options, goes for goal, and it's saved by Itzenhandel. But Abby Itzenhandel parried that out of play before retaining possession. So it's a corner for the hosts. After that loss to the Rhode Island Rogues, Merrimack Valley defeating Inter-CT 7-0. And then a week later, taking down the Rhode Island Rogues 2-1. Weimer, the corner, back post, well defended. Out for a throw. Sporting CT stays on the front foot. As Gambardella will throw toward Kulpa. Kulpa scraps with Ferreira, who hits the deck. Left-footed cross by Gambardella, headed high into the air. Ross plays it back once again to Ferreira. It's battle between Kulpa and Ferreira. Low cross. Weimer. Far side. Back post. Well defended. Can't quite clear it, can Merrimack Valley. Ball volleyed back and forth. And finally, the Hawks evade the danger. Foul on Merrimack Valley. A key feature of the Sporting CT attack is their advanced fullbacks. Seen a lot of action from Greta Brunello. Low ball cleared away. Looks like once Kylie Carlos came out of this game, she took a knock on a brilliant clearance off the goal line. Back heel flick and cleared away by Merrimack Valley. But it looks like Gambardella, who was playing on the left side, has moved to the right. And then Greta Brunello is entered as the left back for head coach Matt Cameron of Sporting CT. So a bit of an altered look. There was Lord. Now Ferreira. Carving in between the lines. Nearly able to slice through the Sporting CT defense. Volleyed into the air. Nicholson heads it back and out of play. As she looped toward the sideline, looking to retain control. Couldn't quite gather. That's a veteran move from Tiffany Weimer. Throwing it not really to a teammate, but where Merrimack Valley can't really do anything but send it out for a throw farther up the pitch. Simpson with a touch for Sporting CT. Now Lord on the ball. Lord toward Ferreira. But handled easily by Sporting CT. It's Taya Gambardella, defender out of Guilford, Connecticut. Really walked into that squad in Pennsylvania and started a lot of matches. Made 13 starts, 16 games. It's out for a Merrimack Valley throw. Gambardella making her second start of the season for Sporting CT. So we're now in the final minutes of half number one. Thanks for joining us here on a pleasant Saturday afternoon in Middletown, Connecticut. Alongside producer-engineer Chris Lawhorn, Carter DeWeese, happy to be with you. 3-1 our score. It was an opening goal from Sporting CT that had the hosts out in front. And then a response from Merrimack Valley as the Hawks sent a corner, or a penalty kick, I should say, to the back of the net. Foul occurred just on the edge of the box, and it was Logan Nicholson. Powered it through the left side. Since then, 2 goals from Culpa. Aubrey Culpa, both assisted by Tiffany Weimer. Lainey Smith chasing that ball. Riley Mitza handles it. Two-hand throw to Culpa. It's in handle, controls. Here's Emanuele Ferreira. Left back, spent a lot of time on the ball so far in this match for Merrimack Valley. Gambardella on the pressure. But it's Nicholson. Calling for a switch. There's Morier. Gets it, and now here's Merrimack Valley. Hawks looking for space. Played long, and Daly controls. Merrimack Valley has looked to strike on the long ball. Some of these passes just a bit overcooked. And in the end, simple for Daly to play. Trying to lob that ball into the space where Caitlin Daly has to make a difficult choice. Draws her out of her own 18 here, but again, simple to control. She sends it long. Played back. And it's Lord who's there. Ross nearly found an opening. Merrimack Valley will reset. The Hawks on the front foot. Lord chasing, but out on the touchline for a goal kick. Merrimack Valley able to control this midfield better in the past couple minutes. Spun long. Gambardella over to Weimer, who keeps it in. Out for a throw. Weimer gives instructions to Gambardella, who throws it long. Gabby Torado into the game and onto the scene. Scored both goals in the final of the Brandy Chastain Cup. 2-2 draw in regular time. With Sporting CT coming out on top in penalty kicks, 3-2. Weimer, cross, back post. Through everybody. Weimer whipped that one in. Looked like Itzen Handel might have gotten her fingertips on it. So it'll be a throw for Sporting CT. Short on the set piece, ball bouncing into the box. Into the chest of Itzen Handel. Ferreira. To Lord. Outside of the foot pass. Handled by Brunello. Now Christina Stone. Forward for Lainey Smith. Has Weimer on the near side instead. Goes short. 1-2 action with Christina Stone. Back to Smith. They continue to play catch. Header. Just off the mark. A nice idea from Sporting CT. Action down the far side. 1-2, making a run toward a promising cross. Gabby Torado just couldn't quite find the finish. As we are now into extra time. Weimer with a takeaway in the box. Itzen Handel aggressively comes out and sends that one away for a corner. Tiffany Weimer, the player coach for Sporting CT. Her quality is so evident on the pitch. Off the corner. Both teams leap for the header. Itzen Handel comes out to gather. Off the side of her foot. Gambarello forward. Here's Torado. Toward Weimer. Low cross. Singed in, but slapped out. Ferreira to ignite a counter. Dionisio, well done. And out of play. Here's Morier. St. George couldn't keep it in. Likely see a few minutes of added time here in the first half as we're now into them. And we're out of them. A 2-goal lead for the hosts, 3-1 after half number 1. Sporting CT once led 1-0 after Merrimack Valley tied it up 1-1. 2 goals from Aubrey Culpa have the hosts with a 2-goal advantage as we head to halftime here at the CCR Complex in Middletown. We'll be back after the halftime break. Sporting CT leads Merrimack Valley 3-1. Sporting CT up 3-1 after 45 minutes of action here at the CCR Athletic Complex in Middletown, Connecticut. Thanks for joining us here on a pretty warm Saturday afternoon. Alongside producer-engineer Chris Lawhorn, I'm Carter DeWeese. Happy to be with you here in Middletown. It was an exciting first half for Sporting CT. They led 1-0 before they were equalized by Merrimack Valley off a penalty from Logan Nicholson. Then 2 more goals from Aubrey Culpa have the hosts back out in front. For Merrimack Valley, with 6 points on the season through 3 matches, they look for an answer here in the second half for solutions that they couldn't find to break through this Sporting CT defense in the first. And for Sporting CT, on the other hand, they'll look to hold on to this controlling lead that they have found, as Merrimack Valley will start the second half with the ball. They're in those bright blue uniforms, sky blue, as they attack left to right. And from right to left, there's Sporting CT. To the left side, here's Greta Brunello toward Tiffany Weimer, the player coach. Off for Spikes, just rolled it out of play. Touch from Sabrina Campbell. Played it back toward Nicholson. Absorbs some pressure. Weimer, clever. Ball through the defense. Played back by Abby Solomon, seeing her first run in this match. And controlled by Chang. Brunello, playing as the left back, entered this game after we saw number 21, Kylie Carlos, exit with injury, who was playing as the right back. And then Taya Gambardella moved from the left side to the right. And Kylie Carlos, we saw her on the ground, on the turf here, but was able to get up under her own power and walk off the field. But she has exited this match, and we have not seen her since. Sporting CT looking for some revenge here on Merrimack Valley. The Hawks, the only team to beat Sporting CT last season. They went 9-1 in Northeastern Conference play before storming their way to a national championship. 4-0 was their record in the postseason. 19 goals they scored, allowing just 2. 9-0. They beat Niagara 18-12. In the Eastern Region semifinals, PA Classics, they defeated in the final 2-1. Free kick played toward the back post and scooped away by Merrimack Valley for a Sporting CT throw. They took down the St. Croix Legacy 4-1 in the national semifinal and then beat the California Storm 4-0 in the national final. They had a rematch against the California Storm. That was out in the Golden State just last week. As last Saturday in the Brandy Chastain Cup, they beat the Storm in penalty kicks. Match was tied 2-2 after 90 minutes plus extra time. Whistle blown, free kick given. Really well defended by Greta Brunello out of Carasolo, Italy. Found her position and was able to box Sabrina Campbell out, drawing the whistle. Here's Merrimack Valley on the counter press. Shot cleared off the goal line. An outstanding clearance from Alex Chang. Denies Ashlyn Walsh. Merrimack Valley found themselves on the other side of the goalkeeper, Caitlin Daly. Hasn't been challenged much in this game, save for the penalty kick. And it's a free kick for Sporting CT. Black jerseys push up the field. Played long right to left. Well done by Luca Marceau to control and push forward. This one just skied up into the air by Caitlin Daly. It's volleyed by Morier. And now to the foot of Dionisio. Sporting CT goes long. Tori Sousa chases. Far side, in space. Here's Kraft. Just wide. Callie Dean Kraft out of Cheshire Academy, the FDU commit. Abby Itzenhandel. Scoop forward. Chang with a head on it. Brunello touches forward. Sousa to Brunello. Left back, pushing up the field. Unable to keep it in play. Forward for Marceau. Holds up play, back to Nicholson. Sky blue jerseys, work left to right, across your picture. Now toward the right back, that's Julia Sally into the match. Sent it long toward Daly. It really looks like the game plan for Merrimack Valley is to go route one. Send it long and force Daly to make a play. Down 2 goals. Looking to create dangerous situations for Sporting CT on the back line. That's a strategy that landed them the penalty kick earlier in this match. They look to dominate field position. The trade-off, of course, is you give up possession. Something that Sporting CT has done really well this afternoon is control the pacing of this game. Walsh can't challenge Daly right there. Ashlyn Walsh, rising junior at Fairfield. Earned all MAC honors 3 times, now the Metro Conference. Kicked out before Kraft can arrive. And it's a throw for Brunello. But Merrimack Valley looking for a comeback here in the second half of this match. Might be looking at number 9, Ashlyn Walsh, to provide that spark on the attack out of Pelham, New Hampshire. 3 goals on the season for Merrimack Valley, which leads the team. Abby Solomon, well done there. Toward Julia Sally. Weimer finds Brenna Brown. Cross, back post, too strong. And the offside flag comes up. Linesman on the far side. So Merrimack Valley will organize their attack. Kraft with the pressure. Merrimack Valley carves through. Nicholson with an outside of the foot pass. Chang draws a whistle. Battle between Sabrina Campbell and Alex Chang. Campbell playing as the right back, more of a right midfielder for Merrimack Valley, and then for Sporting CT, Chang on the left side in defense. Brunello with a well-played ball forward. Good weight on it, but a heavy touch. Turns the ball back over. The Merrimack Valley Hawks out of the back. Aggressive run, but handled. Riley Mitza with her head on it. Here's the throw for Brunello. Campbell with a takeaway. Merrimack Valley on the counter. Sporting CT puts an end to that quickly. Julia Sally on the scene, roaming the midfield for Sporting CT off the sideline. She's come in as a substitute in this match. Christina Stone gets a touch. And a throw for Brenna Brown. Brown, a graduate of Fairfield University back in 2017. 18 goals in her career. Multi-year veteran with a few clubs in the UWS and the WPSL. Weimer outside into the hands of Itzen Handel. Again, like the idea from Tiffany Weimer. Player coach with a creative attack. Here's Abby Solomon. Into no man's land. Takes a touch off Merrimack Valley, off a hand, but advantage played for Sporting CT. Cross looking once again for Weimer. That'll be Daniela Almeida penalized. Had her arms extended into the back of Christina Stone. Brenna Brown. Down towards Solomon. In position for a cross. Lofted. Can't quite clear the first player in defense. Brown out of North Salem, New York. Bluffs across and turns it over. Counter press right there for Sporting CT. Looking for Weimer, who's playing now more as a number 9 rather than a roaming attacking midfielder. With a few of these substitutions in the second half. We've seen Aubrey Culpa come out of this match. Could see her again with rolling substitutions here in the WPSL Northeastern Conference. A bit dangerous here for Daly. She evades the pressure. Nicholson right on the back of Kraft. And back to Daly. Up toward midfield, skips through everybody. And Tori Sousa on the other end. Solomon back to Sousa. Forward for Stone. And Solomon making an overlapping run, but pass doesn't get there. Played short by Itzen Handel. Here's the counter pressure from Sporting CT as they look to dominate the possession in each match they play. Ashlyn Walsh able to break through. She has an option on the far side. Plays it there. Offside. Luca Marceau found herself in open turf, but she was in an offside position. A bit touchy there for Sporting CT. The first half felt like they controlled the pacing, tempo, and ended up controlling the scoreline as well. The second half, it feels like there's been some spark from Merrimack Valley. As again, it Looks like their strategy is to put this goalkeeper, Caitlin Daly, in some difficult positions. They've got her in one here. Marceau makes it 3-2. Luca Marceau from long range. And now the deficit is down to 1. How does Sporting CT respond? Daly again having to deal with this Merrimack Valley press. Also see if Sporting CT will make any changes here. And some subs come on at halftime. Played down the right side for Tiffany Weimer. It's in handle, comes out and handles. Forward for Walsh. Sabrina Campbell who comes flying in. It's that one past Brunello, but out of play. Brunello back for Solomon. Ball scooped forward brilliantly. Now Weimer in an attacking position. She goes to work on Pereira. Works it toward the corner and wins a corner kick. Three to 2 our score here in the second half. It was a 3-1 Sporting CT lead at halftime. Played across and sent high. A brilliant ball from Tiffany Weimer toward the back post. And Tori Sousa unable to tuck that one in. Sporting CT wanting to go quickly. Trying to keep the energy up as they lead 3-2. They turn it over. Here comes Merrimack Valley on the counter. Takes a deflection on the way through. And it's a free kick for Sporting CT. Or for Merrimack Valley, I should say. Sporting CT in defense here. It's the first time this one sent toward the box. Dangerous here. Out for a goal kick. So goal kick here for Caitlin Daly, goalkeeper out of Norwich, Connecticut. Finished up her senior season at the University of New Haven, the Chargers. Last fall, she'll spend 2026 a graduate year with Providence, future Friar. Merrimack Valley has done a good job drawing her out of the box, putting her in difficult positions. That's how they got goal number 2. With a turnover, she was unable to scramble back toward the touchline. Walsh touches forward. Chang. Back toward Daly, who clears it out. Aggressive here from Merrimack Valley. Are they left exposed on the counter? Well done by Logan Nicholson to break up the counter. As Abby Solomon will come out for Sporting CT. Look to see who her replacement is. Perhaps it's somebody we've already seen this afternoon. Sub coming here in the 67th minute. Ahead for Kraft. It's Aubrey Culpa back into the match with a brace in the first half. And a free kick given. Brenna Brown pushed from behind. See if this draws a card. No, simply a free kick. But nothing simple about the task of defending for Merrimack Valley here. Free kick in a dangerous position. And it's Tiffany Weimer to take. Misses wide. Looked like Weimer might have been going for goal right there. Ambitious, unexpected from that distance. And we'll take a break for some hydration here at the CCR complex. We've had an exciting match for you here at the CCR complex in Middletown, Connecticut. Thanks for joining us here on a Saturday afternoon. 3-2 our score. Sporting CT out in front. Sitting at 3-1 on the season, looking for some revenge from last year. They won 7 straight matches to start the season in Northeastern Conference play before they lost at Merrimack Valley. That game up at Rivier University in southern New Hampshire. And Sporting CT would finish 9-1 in Northeastern Conference play and would not lose a match the rest of the season. This season, they've lost one. That was at the Rhode Island Rogues. MK Sullivan added a goal for Sporting CT, but they fell 1-3. And that's it. Their only loss last season was to Merrimack Valley. And a chance for a little bit of get back here at home for Sporting CT. Of course, you could say the get back was winning the national championship in the WPSL last season, as their goal differential in those 4 postseason matches, it was astounding. One match, 9-0. The next 2-1, then 4-1, 4-0 to win the national title. 8-1 in the national playoffs was the cumulative score. 11-1 or 11-2-1 in the region playoffs. Total of 19-2. And Sporting CT in their 4th season as an organization. Founded in 2022. Originally launched to provide professional type training environment incubator for post-grad and pre-professional players. Got a really interesting mix of youth and experience on this squad, as you do on Merrimack Valley as well. A lot of college players sprinkled throughout the squad here in their off-season as they'll return to campus in the fall. With the exception, really, of Abby Itzenhandel, the goalkeeper for Merrimack Valley. She's the goalkeeper coach at Gordon College. Started last season. Made 6 starts, 8 games played for Merrimack Valley, making her 4th start of the year here in the 4th match for Merrimack Valley. Must be interesting to be a coach at the Division III level and then play against other teams, potentially against opponents that you'll coach against in conference play when she returns to Gordon College. We're about ready to exit our hydration break here on a warm, sunny Saturday afternoon. 82 degrees here in Middletown, Connecticut. Picturesque day in the middle of June. So Merrimack Valley on the ball. It's a goal kick here for Abby Itzenhandel. Lively out of the break is Merrimack Valley. Nicholson draws a foul. Cross floated far side. Forward for Weimer. Player coach controls, but it's out. Or offsides, actually, the call. So it'll be a kick here for Merrimack Valley. Riley Mitza, long ball forward. Chasing now is Eliana Pereira. Well done by Daly to come out and get that one. Daly really plays as a ball-playing sweeper-keeper in this attack for Sporting CT. Really a modern style to have your goalkeeper really act as your 11th player, as an extra defender during the build-up. It's always interesting to see how a goalkeeper approaches a team like Merrimack Valley. They want to send a lot of high bouncing balls that will bound into the box. Do you come out and get it, or do you leave it to your defense to clean up the mess? And more times than not this afternoon, it's been Caitlin Daly coming out and cleaning it up herself. Merrimack Valley, though, have scored a goal from open play. Merrimack Valley wanted a foul right there. Aubrey Kolpa now in space down the right side. Sitting on a brace. Back toward Weimer. Works left side. Foul given. And a yellow card will come out. Looks like Daniela Almeida given a yellow card for that challenge on Tiffany Weimer. And it's a free kick in a dangerous position for Sporting CT. You're in minute number 75, looking for a strike from range to seize control once again of this match. This match was 3-1 before Merrimack Valley was able to answer. Now the deficit just one. Tiffany Weimer stands over the ball. Abby Itzenhandel giving instructions to her defense. The Merrimack Valley goalkeeper finding the optimal position on the touchline. Weimer from range. She scores! Tiffany Weimer with a delightful strike off the free kick. And it's 4-2. Get another look. Just laces that one into the top bin. And the foul on the attack really comes back to bite Merrimack Valley. Their aggressive defense giving a goal-scoring opportunity to Sporting CT, and Tiffany Weimer took full advantage. 2 assists and a goal today for Weimer. She had 2 goals to open up the line against Vale SC in the opener for Sporting CT. And now this her third goal of the season, coming off the free kick. And now once again, Sporting CT in firm control of this match. Merrimack Valley having their differences with the officiating. Really seemingly more frustrated about a foul they thought was uncalled on the other end, as it was Sabrina Campbell made an attacking run down the right side, found herself in the center of the attacking area, and then took a tumble to the turf. And that frustration multiplied after a foul given on the other end, and then multiplied exponentially after an excellent free kick from Tiffany Weimer. Overlapping run intercepted. Martha Lord on the scene. Touch near side for Mitza. Brunello turns it away. Greta Brunello has been excellent since coming into this match. CSU graduate with more than 50 career appearances down in New Haven. One of two SCSU players on the squad. That's Southern Connecticut State University down in New Haven. The other being Julia Sally out of Durham, Connecticut. Ferreira on the throw. Cleared away. Momentum stopped. Now inside the box. Just wide. Four to 2 our score. Here in the 79th minute of this match. Both teams adding a goal here in the second half. 3-1 was our halftime score. Out of play. Throw for Sporting CT. So Tiffany Weimer scoring her third goal of the season on that free kick from distance. She had 12 goals in the regular season last year in 10 matches for Sporting CT. So believe it or not, that's goal number 3 and match number 5. She's actually behind her usual pace. 2 assists, though, in this match. Both to Aubrey Culpa. Weimer. Out of play. Yet another ball skips over the fence there on the far side. Into the bushes. Now on the turf. Whistle blown. Looks like Sporting CT couldn't quite keep that one in. They were offside, actually. Free kick from Merrimack Valley. Almeida on the ball. Weighted through ball forward. And Dionisio just clears it out. The throw came in, but time needed to be allowed for a substitution for Sporting CT. Looks like Gambardella coming back on. That'll send Brunello to the bench. Also, Lily McFadden scored the opening goal in this match. Back in. Walsh. Out for a corner. Corner kick here for Merrimack Valley. They pick up the pace, down 2 goals here late. Quickly getting to the spot and playing it short. Cross, back post. Whizzes wide. A clever cross, but just not to be for Merrimack Valley. Caitlin Daly lobs it long. Pereira on the other end. Pereira pressured, sends it back to Itzenhandel. Pereira once again under pressure. Weimer nearly picked her pocket. Can Merrimack Valley strike on the counter? Clever run from Ferreira. Back post. Daly's there. Caitlin Daly has really controlled this match when a ball comes inside the box. The one goal she allowed in open play was when she came out of that 18-yard territory. But anytime a bouncing ball comes in, she has come out and secured. Really allows your defense to be a lot more aggressive than otherwise. When you have trust that anything that gets in behind you, your goalkeeper can clean up. Allows Sporting CT to play with this high line. Dionisio right now, the farthest player back. On a throw in the attacking area as a triple substitution comes on for Sporting CT. Looks like Tiffany Weimer has exited after a goal and 2 assists in this match. Grace Simpson has come back on. Throw goes toward her. Parried out by Merrimack Valley. Here's Kraft. Intended for Tirado. Rolls out on the far side. The counter for Merrimack Valley. Chang is there. Finds Dionisio. And Giovanna Dionisio able to clear that one away. Throw for Sporting CT. Now as we are well within the final portion of this match. Second half goal for each side. The host Sporting CT in control. Can Merrimack Valley make this a match? A touch inside the box, but it skips away. Fitzpatrick has it batted away, and it's a corner kick for Merrimack Valley. Logan Nicholson rushes to take. Number 8 in sky blue. Scored a penalty kick in the first half. Ferreira comes short. Corner goes long. Sent away. Looked for a moment like there was an unmarked hawk on the far side. Another cross played in, but it skips out of the reach of Kiera Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, the rising sophomore at UMass Lowell. Right there near the Merrimack Valley. Has 1 goal this season. So we wait the goal kick here from Caitlin Daly. Another substitution here for Sporting CT. Number 37, Stella Liebler, has entered the match out of Plainville, Connecticut. Rising junior at Fitchburg State, out of the Mascac. Really well done by Giovanna Dionisio to win the ball back for Sporting CT. Merrimack Valley out of the back. Pass played short. Controlled calmly by Pereira. Finds Lord. Nicholson. Left-footed long ball. Just out of the reach of Ferreira. Saw Ferreira as a right back in the early going in this match. Has spent much of this second half as a left winger. Pushing up the pitch. Really excellent technical ability on the U.S. women's futsal national team. Played in the 2025 CONCACAF Women's Futsal Championship in Guatemala with that U.S. women's national team. And she scored in this matchup last season, or one of them, when Merrimack Valley took down Sporting CT 3-1. Space for Nicholson, 4-3. Logan Nicholson provides a late threat for Merrimack Valley, and the Hawks are still in it. See this bouncing ball. Nicholson gets a touch and really does well to get that over the keeper, Caitlin Daly. Life now for the Hawks. Down 1 goal here in the 89th minute. There will be several minutes of added time. Had some goals in the second half, free kicks, and a hydration break to boot. Merrimack Valley on the counter. Space for Fitzpatrick. Onto her left foot. Saved away by Daly. Another scare by Merrimack Valley. And Caitlin Daly heroically keeps Sporting in front. Really well done by Fitzpatrick to get that on her left foot. And Sporting lead 4-3. So we are soon to cross into added time. Itson Handel clears. Merrimack Valley desperate to get this ball out of their own half of the pitch. Long throw toward midfield. Dionisio there, played forward. Surely off a hand, and that is the call. Just off the outstretched arm of Ashlyn Walsh. And Sporting CT can now salt some more time off the clock. Chang puts a charge on that ball and sends it deep into the corner. Throw for Merrimack Valley. What counter press from Sporting CT? They look to put this match away. It's Copa on the ball. Out for a Sporting CT throw. This is your dream if you're the host. You just want to keep this ball in your attacking end for the rest of this added time. Forward for Walsh. Sporting CT, the defense rushes back. Walsh looks for open turf. Finds some on the right side, plays for Nicholson. Forward, Lord. Saved by Daly. A challenge in the box. No penalty given. Lord remains on the turf. Five minutes of added time from this point. So we'll go to 97 minutes approximately across your picture. 5 minutes for the Merrimack Valley Hawks to equalize this match. Sideline for Merrimack Valley. Still upset, thinking Martha Lord was fouled inside the box on the counter. That has been a lively counterattack for Merrimack Valley in this second half. Ball drops to the turf. Cleared away by Sporting CT. Now parried back into the box. And Daly's got it. Daly punts it across midfield. Kraft for Culpa. Chasing Tirado. Down the right side. Slide tackle by Pereira. And out for a goal kick. Must have taken a touch off the heel of Tirado. We will go 7 minutes over the 90. A little more than 3 minutes remaining for Merrimack Valley as the Hawks desperate to get it out of their own end for an opportunity to equalize this match. And Sporting CT look to put away this match and come away with a win and a 7-goal thriller. It's in handle. Punts it long. High bounce. Dionisio on the other end. Kraft. Out of play. Culpa couldn't keep it in. Merrimack Valley throws long. Overhead scoop back. Volley back and forth. Nicholson forward. Daly once again. Quick and confident within the 18-yard box. Denied Emanuele Ferreira a chance to equalize the match. Around 2 minutes to play in stoppage time in this match. Merrimack Valley with 2 goals in this second half to 1 for Sporting CT. But the Hawks still needing 1 to equalize. Sky blue shirts come forward left to right. Forward to Nicholson. Keeper comes out. Daly, not a great touch on it. She's still out of the net. But her defense recovers. Ball kept in play. Mitso with a nice ball forward. Nicholson works toward her left foot, but it's taken away by Chang and sent deep down the left side. Around 1 minute to go in stoppage time. Hooved long. Dangerous for Daly. Walsh comes out. Daly wins the race. Now on the other end. Sporting CT looks to put it away. It's Smith. Lainey Smith ties the knot on a 5-3 victory for Sporting CT. Her second goal of the season. And it was a valiant effort late from Merrimack Valley. But the Hawks look like they've come up short here in Middletown. And that's our final. 5-3 the score. Sporting CT wins a thriller. You have to credit the Merrimack Valley Hawks out of southern New Hampshire. Came all the way back in this match, nearly able to equalize it late. But in the end, Sporting CT's attack powers them past their Northeastern Conference rivals in the WPSL. Thanks for joining us here for some Saturday afternoon soccer. Alongside producer-engineer Chris Lawhorn, I've been Carter Deweese saying so long from the CCR complex in Middletown, where the final score is Sporting CT 5, Merrimack Valley Hawks FC 3.